Here's some Death Knight changes. Should I move my webcam, or you guys can read it okay? You guys can read it alright.
Oh my gosh, so they put Holy Nova back in the game?
I guess so.
They really did?
I guess so.
Holy Nova was so cool!
Holy Nova's back, boys.
Oh!
So Blood Presence...
I'm gonna play a priest instead of a warlock! Wow!
Blood Presence is a 20% stamina increase. For Blood. For, Frost, it's 20% and base armor, so that's the only change for there. Enhanced Death Coil. Hold on, what? When did I see this? Is this how long has this been in the game? What?
That's like your perk. Like
Your Death Coil also grants you Shadow of Death, increasing your maximum health. I didn't even know that was in the game.
You probably don't have it yet. Oh wait, when you're 100 you
You
should.
should. Weird. So Breath of Cindergosa causes you to be healed for 20% of spell damage dealt by afflicted enemies. Oh my gosh. Hold on. So they heal you for 20% of the damage you take? Is that what I'm seeing? Dealt by afflicted enemies. That's different than before. Before it was damage you deal to them, right? Interesting. So for Blood, now it increases your stamina, multi-strike chance, and haste. Now it's just haste and multi-strike chance instead of stamina. Interesting. Yeah, because they had way more health than every other tank. It's weird. Killing Machine now automatically is a crit. Okay, instead of saying it increases by 100% or 10,000 or 100,000%, it just says make it automatically crit strike. Okay. Druids, their bear form is stamina is increased by 20% instead of 40.
Yeah.
Guardian, the same thing.
Then again, though, tanking, like barefoot tanking was like insane.
Yeah. All the tanks are insane, except for warriors.
I actually really enjoyed playing with the warrior tank, though.
Yeah.
It was one of the wizard devs, but he did really well.
So Ferocious Bite for everybody except Feral got buffed. Just numbers. Ferocious Bite for Feral also got buffed, it looks like. By more numbers.
By numbers.
Rejuvenation heals the target for, looks like, a buff. Okay. Shred for Resto and Balance got causing 1%. Okay, that's not quite right. There's some value here, but it's not what that actually is.
No.
Thrash looks like it got buffed. Wrath got buffed. What the fuck?
I know.
How would they buff Boomkins?
Boomkins have never been good, though.
Boomkins were gods, and they just buffed them even more. Like they buffed the best and nerfed the worst. What?
Why have Boomkins ever been good?
But they buffed the best and nerfed the worst.
It's Bizarro Blizz.
Come on, Blizz.
Bizarro Blizz.
Let's buff Boomkins and nerf enhance. GG.
Maybe they messed it up.
I don't know, man. Yo, Tommy Joe, hit him with the flex, son. Thanks for subscribing, man. Welcome aboard, dude. Appreciate you, dude. Let me move this thing down where it belongs. There we go. All right. Making it 4 on the day. Thanks, man. Interesting. Empowered bear form grants only 10% stamina now. Fairy Fire while you were in bear. It's just like a text, but requires bear form. Okay. I don't understand. Maybe Fairy Fire requires bear form. Is that what they're saying? I guess so. Rampant Growth. Swiftman now consumes your own regrowth or rejuvenation, but has no cooldown, and its healing is reduced by 100%. Now it's only...
50%.
Buff the best and nerf the worst. Blizz. Beta build. 20, whatever the heck. Interesting decisions. Starfire got buffed by 30% damage. Interesting. So, let's make Rampant Growth strong. Blizzard, come on, guys. I love you all very, very much, but this is not the right direction. Interesting. So they buffed Rampant Growth. They made it heal twice as much, basically. Okay. And if you guys didn't know, Rampant Growth was the thing that made it so that druids could heal with 2 buttons. Just Rejuve, Rampant Growth, Rejuve, Rampant Growth. Okay. They made it so it's even stronger. Okay. Boomkins, their Starfire now deals more damage, and Star Surge deals more damage. Interesting. Ferals, now Ferals looks like they got... Rake, no. I don't know, Rake looks like it got buffed actually, Jenny.
Yeah, I said
Rake got buffed. Oh, I see.
But
Rip got nerfed. Yeah, Rip got nerfed pretty hard for non-ferals and for ferals, it looks like. Yeah, Rake got buffed, Rip got nerfed, okay. Guardian has Tooth and Claw. I don't know if he had that before. Because it calls its primary victims auto-attack. Okay. Alright, well there's that. Ursa Major. Whatever that does is 25 seconds instead of 30. Okay. Major Glyphs Hurricane. And only Hurricane also slows movement speed, not Astral Storm anymore. So Hunter's Steady Shot now deals 75% weapon damage instead of 60. Murder of Crows is 15 seconds, I guess. If the target dies while another attack, the cooldown's reset. Okay. Costs 30 focus. Doesn't have a. It's on a 60-second cooldown now instead of 2-minute. Okay. Oh, I see. So its duration and cooldown were cut in half. Okay. And the cooldown is reset instead of being brought below 60. Okay. Reduced by 60 seconds. Okay, so Murder of Crows, I'd say that's pretty good. I'd say that's good. Halinka does not play a DK, no. Well, he played it for like a second. He's saying he put on straw poll. What should I play? That's why he played a Death Knight.
He plays multiple classes.
Yeah, Halinka's.
He's an alcoholic.
Yeah, Halinka knows what he's doing, guys. Whatever happened here is just perplexing to me, but I don't think it's like they don't have any idea what they're doing. They just have an idea that we don't, or something. Don't worry about it. I hashtag believe in Blizz. I do. It's just kind of funny to joke about it too. Anyway, Barrage looks like it now costs 60 focus instead of 30. Power Shot now deals 450% of weapon damage, up from 200. Yowza. That's gonna hurt. Steady Focus is a new thing. Beast Mastery and Survival. Using Cobra Shot twice in a row increases your focus regeneration by 50% for 10 seconds. Marksmanship. Using Steady Shot twice in a row increases your focus regeneration by 50% for 10 seconds. It's a level 60 talent. Thrill of the Hunt now gives you a 6% chance per 10 focus spent on focus casting attacks to trigger Thrill of the Hunt, instead of just Arcane Shot, I think, right? Maybe not. Thrill of the Hunt reduces the focus cost of your next 6 Arcane Shots, aim shots, or multi-shots by 20. Okay. I'd say that's kind of like a buff, right? That sounds a little bit buffish. Wyvern Sting now is a 1.5... Oh. Wyvern Sting is now a 1.5 second cast on a 45 second cooldown. I guess that makes it a little bit more balanced. It's just funny. You can probably pummel it too, huh? Beast Mastery, Kill Command is now a little bit nerfed. Kill Command for Marksmanship and Survival is now a little bit nerfed too. Let's see. Kill Shot is a buff for Beast Mastery and Marksmanship, not for Survival, I guess. It got buffed though. Aim Shot got buffed to hashtag 420 Blaze It percent of weapon damage. Cast while moving, yeah. Okay. Survival, they might have had to retune that a little bit. Let's see, Black Arrow now does 50% of attack power damage over 20 seconds. And it has a 20% chance to trigger lock and load, causing your next 2 explosive shots to cost no focus and trigger no cooldown. When Black Arrow is dispelled, its cooldown is reset. Okay. Survivalist, this thing that increases your multi-strike chance by 10%, now increases your multi-strike chance by 20%. After killing a target, you gain 15% health over 10 seconds. Holy moly. That's pretty intense right there. I know survival was already pretty beast, and if you guys don't know how multi-strike interacts with marksman, it does. I mean, with survival, I'm trying to remember. It has something to do with like like when you get multi-strikes, you have like a chance to do something else or something. It like resets cooldown on like explosive shot or something. So that's pretty insane. Interesting. I think hunters will enjoy that. So for mages, Frostfire Bolt got just an instant tiny bit nerfed. There's a 1.5% of spell power nerf. Interesting. I wonder what made that decision. Okay, and every so like all these unstable abilities for Fire, Frost, and Arcane all got buffed. Arcane Blast, Fireball, Frostfire Bolt, and Frostbolt have a 15% chance to explode on impact, dealing an additional 40% damage to the target and to all of our enemies within 8 yards. Interesting. So it's a little bit extra damage on that. So for Fire, they changed the DR category for Dragon's Breath. It's a disorient instead of an incapacitate. For Fireball got nerfed down a little bit. Pyroblast got nerfed a little bit.
My fire mage, no!
For Frost, it looks like your Frostbolts have a 10% chance to cause the Brain Freeze effect. Each multi-strike increases that cast's chance by an additional 25%. The Brain Freeze effect causes your next Frostfire Bolt to consume no mana, be instant cast, and deal now 25% additional damage, and act as if the target were frozen. Interesting. Summoning a water elemental, they now no longer cast Frostbolt. Oh, you can't heal it anymore.
You can't heal the elemental?
Why did it make like a happy face at the end of that? They put like a winky face at the end of it. They're like, hey, can't heal your water ele anymore. Winky face. Winky face. Interesting. I've never seen that before. Can't heal your pet anymore. Winky face. Interesting. For monks, Enveloping Mist now heals the target for less. Paralysis is now 3 instead of 3% base mana. Nice. Big changes there. Really destroyed the class in my opinion. Surging Mist now heals for less. Tiger Palm for Mistweaver does a whole lot more damage. Holy, look at this! They put another winky face with like a beard on it this time. They're like, hey, your main hand attack goes from 134% to 809% of its minimum DPS, and 171.4% instead of 28.6%. Oh my god, -6. Okay, whatever. Winky face with a beard. It's like Le Epic Blizz Troll. Oh my gosh. Le Epic Blizz Troll with the winky smiley face with a beard on it. It wasn't that, it was the end of a square bracket, dude. No, look at this. Epic winky troll face. Winky bearded troll face. Okay. Touch of Death now can be used on targets. Just not only creatures, targets. Just everything. Okay, interesting. That's on a 1.5 minute cooldown still. Alright, Ascension. Increases your energy regeneration by 15 instead of 20. Yeah, and then it says increase your maximum mana by 20% instead of 15. Okay. Chi Explosion is now it's a 30-yard range. It does everything it's done before. I'm not going to go through everything that all these abilities do, I don't think. Looks like Hurricane Strike got the Dirty D and got nerfed down quite a bit, it looks like. Like by half. It does like half the damage it did before, it looks like, maybe. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, it got nerfed, but not by half. Hurricane Strike from Mistweaver does a lot less damage again. So Ring of Peace. Form a ring around friendly target for 8 seconds, incapacitating all enemies for 3 seconds, and incapacitating them instead of them again each time they attack or cast a harmful spell. It says, and incapacitating other enemies when they use a harmful spell or ability. I don't know. Maybe it like spreads or something now? Looks a little bit different. Brewmaster their stamina is increased by 25% instead of 40. Okay. Mistweaver, Enveloping Mist, heals for less. Uplift heals for more. Okay. Paladin, Beacon of Light. Instead of generating holy power, it now refunds mana cost. Okay. So all you holy paladins who were going before, I guess it's gonna be about the same. Like, well, maybe I don't know. It's not like holy power spells require mana anyway. Okay, interesting. So Flash of Light and Holy Light will now refund mana, but you don't have holy power generated by that. So interesting. There's the Beacon of Faith thing again. You don't now. You can use that. You don't have to. It's a new talent. It looks like you don't have. Oh, maybe no. It's not a talent. Here's Beacon of Faith. I'm kind of confused. Mark a second. Oh, mark a second target as a beacon, mimicking the effects of Beacon of Light. Your Beacon of Light, your heals, including multi-strikes on other party or raid members, will also heal the Beacon of Light. Beacon of Light, Beacon of Light. Mean Beacon of Faith? So it looks like maybe you can use Beacon of Light on 2 targets, essentially, for like half the healing. And it still refunds mana. What's up? Alright, so Selfless Healer. For protection and ret, it means your successful judgments reduce the cast time and mana cost of next Flash of Light by 35% and increase its effect on others by 20%. Stacks up 3 times. I don't really see the difference there. Oh, for Holy, it's the same, I guess. But for protection and stuff, it's different. Maybe Selfless Healer is just some... No, yeah. Maybe Selfless Healer is just built into Holy is what they're trying to show us. And then you can choose it for ret and prot. Okay. Interesting. So... Let's see what else. Okay, Beacon of Light, your heals, including, like, we already looked at that. Daybreak, casting Holy Radiance in your next Holy Shock, and Holy Shock multi-strikes also heal up to 6 allies. Okay. So it's going to work with multi-strike too. Holy Light heals a target for, like, 0.04 less. Okay. Light's Beacon, your heals, including multi-strikes and other party raid members, will also heal the Beacon of Light. See? This Beacon of Light and Light's Beacon thing is throwing me off. Maybe you guys can explain that to me. So Prot, Guarded by the Light, and all these tanks are getting their stamina things brought down a little bit. Ret, Sword of Light, name change from Sword of Light Part 2. Do not display to Sword of Light. Okay, nice. Sword of Light increases the damage you deal with two-handed melee weapons by 25% instead of 15. Buff the best, nerf the rest. Interesting. Interesting.
Hey.
Buff the best, nerf the worst. Interesting.
Yay, Holy Nova!
Holy Nova's back, and it does less damage.
That's okay.
Light well restores the... It's just something, I think, instead of 1 plus this. It's just this. Interesting. Unlimited range.
So Mind Sphere got...
Mind Seer,
nerfed.
what looks like nerfed.
Well, it was, because, like, people were using Mind Sphere over Mind Blade.
Oh, okay. Shadow Word Pain looks like it does
1 instead of 5.
interesting.
Or something.
It does an additional this instead of that. Okay, nice. Not sure if buff. Clarity of Will, Discipline now shields target with a protective ward, absorbing a bazillion of their spell power. Damage for the 20 seconds. Holy Shadow, shields target healing or shielding for less, I guess. Dominate Mind, its DR or its CC thing is I'm kind of confused. It says it incapacitates them, but they took that out, and it says this spell shares diminishing returns with other incapacitating effects.
I think a lot of the stuff they removed is just like word clutter too.
Okay. Your Shadow Word. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. It just says it at the end instead of incapacitate. Okay.
Yeah.
It makes it more clear in terms of the tooltip. All right, Shadowy Insight. Your Shadow Word Pain damage over time and Mind Spikes. Now, is that different than before, Jenny? Have 5% thing to.
Oh, so they added your dots. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright, Discipline.
But the Shadow Word Pain.
Oh,
they added Shadow Word Pain.
Okay. So, Archangel consumes your evangelism, increasing your healing done by 5% for each evangelism consumed for 18 seconds. It's a 30-second cooldown. Holy Nova is back and it does less damage or something. Silence is now for Discipline and Shadow. So you can silence as a Discipline Priest. Holy, Divine Providence. You gain 5% more of the multi-strike stat from all sources. Also increases damage, healing, and absorption of your multi-strikes by 20% instead of 25. Lightwell looks like it got nerfed a little bit.
Yeah, Lightwell is pretty strong.
Mind Flay is buffed?
Yeah. It needed to be.
Yeah. When your Shadow Word Pain over time critically strikes, they just changed the name, the wording of it. So for Rogues, Sinister Strike got nerfed by 2% in terms of weapon damage. Cloak and Dagger now requires Stealth, so you can't use it just any old time. Deadly Throw looks like it just got changed. They removed the 1+. So, but it is a finishing move that deals damage, reduces the target movement speed, so it slows them and interrupts the spell casting with 5 combo points. And I guess for subtlety, it doesn't interrupt? Is that what I'm seeing? I guess. No, it still interrupts. Oh, it says 3 or more combo points. So now it's 5 combo points instead of 3 or more. Okay, that's a whole lot of stuff right there. For combat rogues, Revealing Strike now deals only 75% weapon damage instead of 96, but it gives your Sinister Strike a 25% chance to generate an extra combo point instead of 20. So there's that. Ruthlessness, for each combo point spent, your damaging finishing moves reduce the cooldown of your Adrenaline Rush, so you can't use like stuns, I guess. And all finishing moves have a 20% chance to grant a combo point and restore 25 energy. Okay. Vitality, your energy regeneration rate by 20% and your attack power by 40% for combat. Interesting. Okay, so Shamans. Let's see how this goes. Earth Elemental Totem now has summons an Earth Elemental Totem with 0 health at the feet of the caster. In the last 60 seconds. Does it mean that you can't kill these totems? Is that what that means? Or okay, I don't know what that means. Flame Shock, it looks like it got buffed a little bit. Maybe not. It says 6. No, you got. Yeah, Flame Shock got buffed a little bit. Flame Tongue attack is unlimited range and instant, but not anymore. What Flame Tongue attack means is each of your offhand weapon attacks causes up to almost 15% of AP, additional fire damage, base weapon speed, unlimited range, instant. Okay, well that actually might be good. Seems like more damage. Frost Shock deals more damage too. Ghost Wolf increasing movement speed instead of something. Maybe it said run speed instead of movement speed. Healing Stream Totem looks like it got buffed. Yeah. I guess it got buffed a little bit for Elemental and Enhancement. Yeah, so it heals you for a bigger percent of your spell power for Elemental and Enhancement. That's interesting. How does that work for Resto then? Oh, Restoration. No. It's bigger for Restoration than Enhancement and Ellie. Okay, that makes more sense to me. So it's a bigger heal for Resto than Ellie and Enhancement. Okay, cool. Lightning Bolt does what looks like more damage. Searing Totem does more damage. I'm seeing buffs here, except for Storm Strike. Storm Strike got nerfed for some reason. Storm Strike offhand got nerfed for some reason. Wind Fury got nerfed for some reason. Wind Fury attack. Each of your main hand weapon attacks instead of all of your main hand weapon attacks. Interesting. Oh, okay. Wait a second. Hold on. It got nerfed in terms of the damage. It doesn't have any sort of requirement on it now. It's a 100-yard range instant. Okay. Doesn't require any sort of weapon though, but it did get nerfed. Interesting. Wind Strike. I think Wind Strike is like the Storm Blast, and it also got nerfed to do the exact same damage as Storm Strike. Oh my god, why? So your Ascendance does the exact same amount of damage as Storm Strike. Your normal one does the same amount of damage as the other one. What? Damage is increased by a certain percent while Lightning Shield is active. It says 0 right now, but I'm sure it'll be different. Interesting. So popping Ascendance is going to give you no bonus currently. That doesn't seem right. Okay. Well, we'll see how that goes. Improved Maelstrom weapon. Maelstrom now all causes your spells to deal an extra 10% per Maelstrom stack. Interesting. So that's nerfs across the board. Elemental Blast was nerfed for everybody. Elemental Fusion, that talent was buffed to 75%. Liquid Magma was nerfed. Storm Ellie Totem has the same sort of weird 0 health as other Ellie Totems. Earth Shock got super buffed, but only Elemental can use it. That's cool. Yeah, Elemental got super buffed on Earth Shock. I feel like I noticed that though. It's gonna do even more damage now. That's nuts. Lava Burst got nerfed. So it looks like Shamans across the board mostly got nerfed. Enhanced weapons deal less weapon damage off of Wind Fury. Lava Lash got nerfed. Storm Strike, like we saw, got nerfed. Wind Fury got nerfed in terms of the damage. Restorative Waves is only for Resto. Major Glyphs, Totemic Vigor is now by 2% of your maximum health instead of 5. This is so strange. I'm not sure why they're nerfing Shamans so hard. It's really weird. For Warlocks, looks like they got nerfed in terms of their Doom spell across the board. Corruption across the board, looks like. Shadow Bolt got nerfed. So did Shadow Bolt for both specs got nerfed. Demon Bolt got nerfed by a lot. Maybe they're just bringing down a lot of people's damage, but it seems like they buff Boomkins though. I don't understand. Haunt got nerfed for Affliction too. Demonologies, Hand of Gul'dan got nerfed. Hand of Gul'dan for Demonology and Affliction both got nerfed. Soulfire got nerfed for both all 3 specs. So defensive stance no longer puts anything on cooldown, but it also doesn't allow you to use Devastate, I don't think. I think that's the trade-off. Gladiator stance is just new. I'll have to actually log in and look at that. Intervene now makes it so that you can intervene them within 25 yards, but you don't really stay that close to them to take the next attack. Ravager is a little bit longer of a duration, but requires a melee weapon. Safeguard also no longer removes movement and parrying effects on you, so there's that. Blood Surge only makes your next 2 Wild Strikes free, then reduces the global cooldown. And then it says it's the same thing reflected in the Wild Strike tooltip. Devastate is no longer for everybody, it's for only Prot Warriors. And Revenge is only for Prot Warriors. Panda Racials, your level of food causes you to receive 100% more instead of double. Blacksmithing, I don't really think I want to read all these things, but those are all the class changes, I guess. We had to read a lot of those things, but I guess it's interesting. You think they're nerfing damage so they can lower HP? That's an interesting thought. But anyway, that's all the class changes for right now that are listed on MMO Champion. So thanks MMO Champion for doing the research. Interesting stuff. I'm not 100% understanding why they made some of the changes they made, but hey, it's Blizz. I trust them, and we'll go with it. But anyway, that was that.